Have you ever wondered, what does the twin flame of a chosen one truly look like? This isn't just a question. It's a profound mystery that only a rare few are destined to uncover. Out of billions on this earth, even among the spiritually awakened, just 1% will ever experience or fully recognize the essence of their twin flame. If you've found yourself here today, listening to this message, it's no coincidence. There's something stirring within you, drawing you closer to this divine revelation. Perhaps you are among the chosen. Before we continue, let us pause for a moment of gratitude. To everyone who has supported this journey through Super Thanks, your kindness lights the way for others. And if you feel connected to this message, comment 777 below as a sign of alignment with this divine truth. Now, let's dive deeper into this mystery. What if your twin flame is not what you imagined? What if their presence holds the key to unlocking your highest spiritual destiny? Stay with us as we explore the extraordinary signs and revelations that could forever change the way you see this sacred connection. God's chosen ones, what does your twin flame look like? Only 1% know. To fully grasp the profound concept of being one of God's chosen ones, we must first explore what it truly means in a spiritual sense. A chosen one is not an identity you can claim by mere desire. It is a divine role bestowed upon you from the moment of your creation. Selected by the universe, by God's infinite wisdom, or by your higher self, you have been called to fulfill a specific mission, an extraordinary purpose. Have you ever wondered why you often feel like an outsider, as though you walk a path entirely different from those around you? From a young age, perhaps you noticed a disconnect, a deep sense that the world's surface-level norms could never contain your spirit. Did certain experiences provoke you to question the very fabric of reality? Have vivid dreams, divine visions, or encounters with energies beyond comprehension left you in awe? These moments were not random. They were confirmations that your soul carries a higher calling. This sacred journey leads to one of the most transformative elements of your spiritual path, the appearance of your twin flame. A twin flame is far more than a romantic partner or someone who complements your likes and dislikes. They're your soul's perfect reflection, the other half of your divine essence, intricately woven into your spiritual identity. Imagine the yin to your yang, the mirror that reveals the depths of who you truly are. When the universe aligns to unite a chosen one with their twin flame, it transcends earthly love. Of course, love exists in its most profound and purest form, but the connection serves an even greater purpose. It accelerates your spiritual evolution, propelling you toward the fulfillment of your soul's divine mission. Have you ever felt the pull of a connection so powerful that it felt as though your very soul was speaking? Could it be that this bond is part of God's plan to awaken you to your full potential? The Bible reminds us in Ecclesiastes 4:9-12, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." Your twin flame is that divine partner who stands beside you, not merely to share your journey, but to amplify your spiritual strength and guide you toward fulfilling God's vision for your life. Isn't it fascinating to consider that this deep, almost mystical connection exists not just to bring personal joy, but to serve a higher calling? What would happen if you truly embraced this divine partnership as part of your purpose? Let this realization sink in. The union with your twin flame is not a coincidence. It is a cosmic design, a divine appointment to awaken your fullest self. How does that shift your perspective on love, purpose, and destiny? Yet, there lies a profound paradox in the meeting of your twin flame. It is often far from a fairy tale. Instead, it can be one of the most intense and challenging experiences of your life. Why is this the case? Because your twin flame acts as a mirror, reflecting not just your light, but also the unhealed wounds, hidden fears, and shadow aspects of your being. They illuminate the parts of yourself that you've tried to avoid, forcing you to confront your deepest insecurities. While you may feel an irresistible magnetic pull toward them, there is often an equally strong desire to run away. The sheer intensity of the connection can feel like too much to bear, leaving you questioning how something so powerful can also be so painful. Have you ever experienced a bond so overwhelming that it simultaneously captivated and frightened you? So, what does the twin flame of a chosen one look like? The answer transcends physical appearances. In truth, they look like you, not in the literal sense, but in the energetic and spiritual sense. They reflect the same divine essence that flows through your soul. This recognition does not come from their outward features, but from the way they make your spirit come alive. When you encounter them, it's as though you are staring into a mirror. Not one that shows your physical form, but one that reveals your soul's purpose and highest potential. It's an experience beyond words, a profound and intuitive knowing that strikes deep within your being. Have you ever felt an inexplicable connection with someone, as though you've known them for lifetimes? This is not mere imagination, it is a spiritual truth for twin flames. The Bible offers insight into such profound bonds in Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Your twin flame is this sharpening force, challenging you to grow, evolve, and fulfill your divine calling. Their presence pushes you to rise to the greatness God has placed within you. When you meet your twin flame, the sense of familiarity will be undeniable. It will feel as though time and space dissolve, and you're reconnecting with someone you've walked with through countless lifetimes. This is because twin flames often incarnate together, working side by side to help each other grow and fulfill their divine missions. Their role is not simply to love you, but to guide you back to your truest self, to remind you of why you were chosen and the purpose God has laid out for your life. Could it be that the intensity you feel is not a sign to run, but a call to surrender to God's greater plan? How would it change your life to embrace this connection, no matter how challenging, as a sacred part of your spiritual journey? To truly understand the role of a twin flame in the life of a chosen one, we must delve deeper into the divine purpose of this sacred connection. Why is it so essential for those called to a higher mission? The twin flame is not merely a romantic partner or spiritual companion. They are both a catalyst and a guide. Their presence in your life serves as a divine tool to push you beyond the confines of the physical world and into the fullness of your spiritual authority. Have you ever wondered why the most significant challenges often come from the people closest to your heart? The trials you face with your twin flame are not meant to break you apart, but to refine and fortify you. Each argument, every misunderstanding, and every fleeting doubt is a stepping stone toward growth. It is as if the universe is whispering, "Are you ready to rise? Are you ready to embrace your destiny?" Consider this profound question. What if the very things that trigger you in your twin flame are the keys to unlocking your highest potential? This thought forces us to reframe our struggles, seeing them not as obstacles, but as invitations to ascend. The Bible offers a similar perspective on trials in James 1:2-4, which states, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Just as trials refine faith, The challenges with your twin flame purify your soul, preparing you for your divine mission. The journey of a chosen one requires purification, a complete transformation of the self. You cannot fulfill the mission you were born for without confronting your shadows, healing deep-seated wounds, and stepping into your divine power. Your twin flame is instrumental in this process. They will challenge you, not out of malice, but because they recognize the greatness within you. How often do we resist those who push us to grow, failing to see that their challenges are rooted in love? Your twin flame sees your potential even when you cannot. They reflect back the parts of yourself you have yet to embrace, offering a glimpse of the extraordinary being you were created to be. Their role is to remind you of your true identity, to awaken the divine spark within you, and to guide you toward fulfilling God's plan for your life. Have you considered that the pain and intensity of this relationship might be God's way of drawing out your strength and calling you higher? Could it be that this connection, as challenging as it feels, is the very crucible through which you ascend to your highest self? In moments of doubt, remember this: the struggle is not a sign of failure, but of transformation. The presence of your twin flame is a divine gift, a mirror reflecting God's power and purpose within you. Are you ready to embrace it? You might be asking yourself, how can I tell if I've encountered my twin flame? The answer lies not in logical reasoning, but in the profound feelings that arise in their presence. It's as if a missing piece of your soul suddenly clicks into place, creating a magnetic pull that defies explanation. You will feel as though you are two pieces of a divine puzzle, finally reunited after lifetimes apart. However, this connection is not without its challenges. Alongside the undeniable attraction, you will experience moments of intense friction as your energies intertwine and expose the unhealed wounds within each other. This collision of light and shadow is not meant to destroy, but to refine. Even in the most trying times, there will always be an underlying sense of unconditional love, a love that surpasses physical attraction and delves deeply into the spiritual realm. Yet, it's crucial to understand this. Not everyone is destined to remain with their twin flame in this lifetime. For some, the connection may be too intense, and the soul's journey may require a period of separation. This doesn't negate the reality of the love or the divine nature of the bond. Instead, it is evidence of the universe's perfect wisdom, tailoring your growth in alignment with the unique purpose God has for you. Could it be that the separation is not an end, but a divine pause, orchestrated to prepare you for something greater? The Bible reminds us in Ecclesiastes 3:1, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." Sometimes the season with your twin flame is one of brief union, designed to ignite the transformation within you before you each continue your individual journeys. Have you considered that even separation could be a part of God's plan to strengthen your faith and deepen your spiritual maturity? So, I ask you, are you ready to embrace the intensity of a twin flame connection? Are you prepared to look into the mirror of your soul and confront the parts of yourself that you've kept hidden for so long? Because stepping into this sacred connection requires courage. It calls for an unwavering commitment to growth, no matter how painful the process may seem. But the reward is extraordinary. The chance to evolve, not only as an individual, but also as a vessel of divine love and purpose. If you're ready, this connection holds the power to change everything, not just for you, but for the world around you. Imagine a union so transformative that it not only awakens your spirit, but also becomes a light for others to follow. Could it be that this relationship, no matter how challenging, is part of a divine mission far greater than you can comprehend? The question isn't whether you're capable of this journey. The real question is, will you choose to embrace it? The twin flame connection transcends the realm of personal relationships. It is far more than the profound love or the magnetic pull between two souls. It carries a divine purpose that ripples through both individual and collective evolution. For chosen ones whose lives are intricately tied to God's plan for the upliftment of humanity, the twin flame relationship is a sacred partnership ordained to awaken spiritual transformation. When one or both individuals in the union are chosen ones, their meeting triggers a divine process that reshapes not only their lives, but also the very energetic fabric of the world. When twin flames unite, their combined energy radiates beyond themselves, creating a ripple effect that elevates the vibration of everything they touch. Imagine two powerful magnets coming together, their energy merging to generate an unstoppable force field. The Bible reflects this power of unity in Matthew 18:20, where Jesus says, "For where two or three gather in my name, there am I with them." The spiritual synergy between twin flames amplifies their capacity to fulfill their divine missions, becoming a beacon of transformation in a world yearning for light. For a chosen one, the twin flame is not merely a partner. They are a co-architect of a spiritual legacy meant to inspire and elevate humanity. However, this evolution is not instantaneous. It is an intense process, often marked by profound highs and deep lows. The twin flame connection acts as a mirror, reflecting back the unhealed wounds, fears, and limiting beliefs that keep you tethered to the old version of yourself. It is akin to being placed in a spiritual furnace, where the impurities of the soul are burned away to reveal the purest essence of your being. Malachi 3:3 offers a powerful metaphor for this process. He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. Just as silver must endure fire to emerge flawless, your soul must endure the fiery challenges of the twin flame journey to step into divine perfection. This path is not for the faint-hearted. The intensity of the connection often tempts many to walk away, convinced that the struggles outweigh the rewards. But as a chosen one, can you truly turn your back on a calling so divine? Walking away from your twin flame is not simply leaving a relationship. It is stepping away from the opportunity for profound transformation, not only for yourself, but for the world you are destined to impact. The challenges are not blocks to your destiny. They are stepping stones placed there to refine your character and amplify your purpose. Every argument, misunderstanding, and moment of doubt becomes an opportunity, a chance to confront your fears, dismantle your ego, and rise above limitations. It's through these trials that the old layers of your being are shed, allowing you to step fully into the divine power God has placed within you. As you transform, your growth extends outward, affecting the collective consciousness and uplifting those around you. Imagine a world where the divine union of twin flames sparks waves of healing, love, and hope. Could it be that this is part of God's greater plan for humanity? The question now is not whether you are strong enough for this journey, but whether you will embrace it. Will you see the challenges as a burden, or will you recognize them as God's way of preparing you for greatness? Your twin flame connection is not just about love. It's about co-creating a brighter, more spiritually aligned world. Are you ready to answer this divine call and allow your union to become a vessel for transformation? Here's the big question that invites deeper reflection. What if your twin flame connection isn't just about your personal growth, but is meant to ignite a transformation for humanity as a whole? What if the overwhelming intensity you feel with your twin flame is the universe's way, or perhaps God's way, of refining you into a beacon of light for others? Such a connection is not merely about love shared between two people. It is about the divine energy they create together, a force that has the power to ripple outward and uplift the world. When twin flames unite, especially when one is a chosen one, their connection often transcends the boundaries of personal experience. They become vessels for a greater purpose, finding themselves called to contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. This might manifest as spreading messages of love and unity, embarking on spiritual missions, or simply living as a testament to the power of unconditional love. Have you considered how the love between you and your twin flame could serve as an example to others? This kind of love reveals a profound truth that we are all interconnected, bound by a divine essence that reminds us of the power and oneness of God's love. The Bible beautifully echoes this universal connection in 1 John 4:16, which states, "God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them." Your twin flame journey is not just a relationship. It's a living demonstration of God's transformative love. When twin flames embody this love, they inspire others to see beyond division, to heal, and to embrace the unity that is the foundation of creation. Their love becomes a living example of how divine purpose can manifest in human relationships, serving as a light in a world often shadowed by fear and disconnection. But are you ready to step into this higher calling? The twin flame journey is not easy. It requires courage, faith, and an unwavering commitment to growth. The intensity of the connection can feel like a trial by fire, but it is through this fire that your purpose is refined. Could it be that every challenge, every heartbreak, and every moment of doubt is shaping you into the person you are destined to become? If you choose to embrace this calling, the next step is learning to navigate the trials of the twin flame journey. Like a diamond forged under immense pressure, the challenges you face are not meant to defeat you, but to transform you into a reflection of God's glory. Romans 8:28 reassures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Your challenges are not obstacles. They are stepping stones designed to elevate you toward your divine mission. Are you willing to face the intensity, knowing that your connection is preparing you for something far greater than yourself? Imagine the possibilities if you fully surrendered to this process, allowing God's plan to unfold through your union. This journey is not just about finding your twin flame, it's about becoming a source of light and love for the world. How will you let this connection shape not only your life, but also the lives of those around you? The choice is yours, and the world is waiting. The twin flame journey is often described as a paradoxical blend of breathtaking beauty and profound challenge, a transformative experience unlike any other. For chosen ones, however, the stakes of this sacred path are amplified. The challenges you face with your twin flame are not random or meaningless. They are divinely orchestrated, designed with precision to draw you closer to your spiritual purpose and unleash the power within you. The intensity of your emotions, the friction between you, and even the cycles of separation and reunion all serve a higher purpose. These experiences are threads in a grand spiritual tapestry, meticulously woven to help you evolve into the person God intended you to be. But let's acknowledge the reality. Navigating this journey can often feel overwhelming. How do you reconcile the fact that the person meant to elevate you is also the one who brings the deepest pain? How do you make sense of the heartbreak, the arguments, and the moments of doubt that seem to contradict the profound love you share? These questions are not only valid, but central to the twin flame experience. Have you ever wondered why the very connection that feels destined also feels so difficult? The answer lies in the essence of the twin flame connection itself. Your twin flame is not just a companion, they are your mirror, reflecting back to you all the parts of yourself that remain unhealed or fragmented. This is not meant to harm you, but to awaken you to areas of your soul that need attention. As Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." The intensity of the twin flame relationship is God's way of refining you, stripping away the layers of ego, fear, and pain that obscure your true self. It's about love, yes, but even more so, it's about transformation. Consider this. What if the discomfort you feel is not an indication of something wrong, but evidence of something right? What if the friction and pain are part of the divine process that is shaping you into the highest version of yourself? The Bible speaks to this transformative process in Romans 5:3-4. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Your twin flame connection is a crucible of growth, where the fire of challenges refines you into a vessel capable of holding God's light. Every moment of tension with your twin flame is an invitation to heal and evolve. What parts of yourself are they reflecting that you've avoided? Are you willing to confront your own shadows to embrace the fullness of who you are? This journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. The twin flame relationship is God's way of saying, I am preparing you for something greater. Through these trials, you are not just growing as an individual, you are aligning with your divine mission. Your twin flame is not here to complete you, they are here to awaken you. Could it be that the pain and joy you experience are stepping stones toward a higher purpose, one that transcends the personal and reaches into the divine? As you embrace this journey, remember, the challenges are not meant to break you, but to shape you. How will you respond to this call to transformation? Will you lean into the process, trusting that every step is part of God's plan to refine and elevate you? Here's the profound truth. The challenges you face in your twin flame journey are not designed to break you, but to awaken you to your truest self. Each argument, every moment of doubt, and the pain of separation are not punishments, and they are catalysts for deep and transformative inner healing. These moments are the universe's way of asking you, are you ready to confront the parts of yourself you've hidden? Are you prepared to embrace your divine power and purpose? Let's delve into some of the most common challenges on the twin flame journey, particularly for chosen ones, and explore how to navigate them with wisdom and grace. One of the most significant hurdles is the issue of the triggers. Twin flames have a unique and uncanny ability to push each other's buttons like no one else can. They instinctively expose the raw, unhealed parts of your soul, the wounds and fears you may have buried for years. While this may feel like an attack, it is, in reality, a profound blessing in disguise. These triggers are not signs of failure, but of divine intervention, shining a light on the areas of your life that still need healing. When faced with these triggers, it is natural to feel anger, frustration, or even betrayal. But instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? What unhealed part of me is crying out for attention? In these moments, your twin flame is not your adversary. They are a divine mirror, reflecting the parts of you that need love, acceptance, and transformation. The Bible offers profound insight into the refining nature of trials in Proverbs 17:3. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the heart. Your twin flame journey is your crucible, a sacred furnace where old wounds, fears, and limitations are burned away so that your highest self can emerge. Could it be that the discomfort you feel is not the end, but the beginning of a profound spiritual breakthrough? As you encounter these triggers, embrace them as opportunities to grow. Instead of blaming or shutting down, choose to look inward. Ask yourself, what lesson is God teaching me through this moment? How can I allow this pain to refine and elevate me? Your twin flame is not here to harm you. They are here to help you heal in ways no one else can. When you embrace this perspective, you open the door to profound spiritual growth and deeper alignment with your divine purpose. This process is not about perfection, but about progress. Each trigger, each challenge, is a stepping stone guiding you toward becoming the person God created you to be. Imagine the freedom and power that come from fully healing your inner wounds and stepping into your divine strength. How might this transformation not only change your life, but also inspire those around you? The twin flame journey is a sacred invitation to rise higher, to become more, and to fulfill the mission God has placed on your life. Will you accept this invitation and embrace the challenges as the transformative tools they are? The choice is yours, and the rewards are eternal. Separation is one of the most heart-wrenching challenges on the twin flame journey. For many, these periods of distance can feel like an unbearable loss, as though the connection has been severed or broken. However, here is a profound truth to hold on to. Separation is an illusion. While it might feel like you and your twin flame are apart on the physical plane, your souls remain eternally connected. This bond transcends time, space, and circumstance, rooted in a divine union that cannot be undone. But why does separation occur? Its purpose is not to inflict pain, but to create space for growth. Sometimes the only way for each soul to heal and evolve is to take separate paths for a time, so that when you reunite, you are both stronger, more aligned, and ready to fulfill your divine mission. This concept echoes a biblical principle found in Ecclesiastes 3:1. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Just as nature requires seasons of rest and renewal, so too does the twin flame connection. Could it be that the pain of separation is preparing you for a reunion of even greater depth and purpose? During these periods of separation, it is essential to shift your focus inward rather than outward. Instead of fixating on when or how your twin flame will return, use this time as an opportunity for profound personal growth. Ask yourself, what areas of my life need healing? What lessons can I learn from this time apart? This is your moment to nurture your spiritual journey, to reconnect with your higher self, and to align with God's purpose for your life. Engage in practices that foster self-reflection and healing. Meditate to quiet your mind and tune into your soul's wisdom. Journal to uncover hidden emotions and gain clarity about your path. Seek God's guidance through prayer, asking for strength, patience, and understanding during this time of waiting. In Romans 12:12, we are reminded to be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. This time apart is not wasted. It is a divine opportunity to prepare your heart for what lies ahead. Consider this. The more you focus on your own healing and growth, the more aligned you become with your true self, and by extension, your twin flame. The separation is not a permanent loss, but a season of refinement. When the time is right, and both of you have evolved into the people God intends you to be, your reunion will be more powerful than you could have imagined. It will be a union rooted in strength, love, and shared purpose. So, how will you choose to navigate this season? Will you see it as a punishment, or will you embrace it as a divine invitation to grow? Remember, the pain you feel now is not the end of the story. It's the preparation for a new chapter filled with deeper love and greater purpose. How might this time apart be the key to unlocking the next phase of your spiritual journey? Could it be that God is using this separation to shape you into the person you were always meant to become? Trust in the process and know that the reunion will be worth every step of the journey. Now, let's delve into surrender, one of the most transformative and challenging aspects of the twin flame journey, especially for chosen ones. As someone who has been called for a higher purpose, you may be accustomed to taking charge, to shaping outcomes through effort and determination. But the twin flame connection defies the rules of control. The harder you try to manipulate or force the connection, the more resistance you create. Why? Because this relationship isn't about exerting power over circumstances. It's about yielding to a divine plan far greater than your understanding. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means releasing the illusion of control. It is an act of trust, a declaration of faith that God's timing and purpose are infinitely wiser than your own. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us of this truth. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. To surrender is to place your trust in the hands of the divine, to believe that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it feels uncertain or inexplicable. When you surrender, you shift from anxiety to alignment. Instead of clinging to expectations about how or when your twin flame journey should progress, you open yourself to divine timing, the sacred rhythm through which miracles occur. Have you considered how much freedom lies in releasing your grip on the how and trusting in the who? What would your journey look like if you allowed God to take the lead, believing that every twist and turn is part of a greater masterpiece? Surrender also means releasing attachment to outcomes. This doesn't mean abandoning your connection to your twin flame, but rather loosening your grasp on specific timelines or expectations. It is about embracing the present moment and trusting that the future will unfold in its perfection. As Psalm 37:7 advises, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes." This stillness and patience are not signs of passivity. They are acts of profound faith. So, let me ask you, what would happen if you released your need for control and trusted the divine completely? How might your twin flame journey transform if you stopped trying to force the connection and instead surrendered to God's greater plan? Imagine the peace that would wash over you as you let go of the struggle, the anxiety, and the fear. Imagine how your energy would shift from resistance to receptivity, creating space for the universe to work its magic. When you surrender, you step into the flow of divine grace, where miracles become possible. Could it be that the very obstacles you face are not there to block you, but to guide you toward this moment of surrender? The twin flame journey is not just about finding union with another soul, it's about finding union with the divine. By surrendering, you allow God to shape your path, ensuring that it leads not only to personal growth, but also to the fulfillment of your divine mission. Will you take that leap of faith and let go, trusting that God's plan is already in motion? The miracles waiting for you may be beyond anything you could ever imagine. Navigating the twin flame journey is not for the faint of heart, but its rewards are immeasurable. Each challenge, though painful, is a sacred invitation to grow. Every moment of hardship becomes a gateway to deeper healing and transformation. And as a chosen one, you are uniquely called to rise above these difficulties, to harness them as fuel for your spiritual evolution. This path isn't just about enduring, it's about transcending. It's about taking the trials of the journey and turning them into the stepping stones that elevate you to your divine purpose. So, are you ready to embrace the challenges of the twin flame journey? Are you ready to transform your pain into spiritual gold? If you can say yes, then you are prepared to step into the next phase of this divine path. A phase where you and your twin flame come together, not just for personal love, but for a higher purpose, one that has the potential to shift the world. As we delve deeper into the twin flame connection, especially for chosen ones, we see that this relationship is not merely about personal love or even spiritual growth. Its significance is far greater. The twin flame bond is a vessel for divine work, carrying within it the potential to impact collective consciousness and uplift humanity. Could it be that your connection is not just a blessing for you, but a gift to the world? When twin flames unite, particularly when one or both are chosen ones, their combined energy becomes a powerful force for change. Their union creates a field of love and healing so radiant that it ripples outward, touching the lives of everyone around them. The Bible reminds us of the power of such divine partnerships in Matthew 5:14-16. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. The love between twin flames becomes this light, a beacon that guides others toward their own spiritual awakening. This union is not just for the joy and growth of the individuals involved. Its purpose is much broader, to serve the collective. Twin flames are called to fulfill a higher mission, one that transcends their personal story. But what does this mission look like? It can take many forms, from spreading messages of unity and love to leading by example in their communities. Some twin flames may collaborate on spiritual or creative projects that inspire transformation. Others might simply radiate a vibration so high that it naturally uplifts those around them. Imagine your connection as a lighthouse standing tall in a stormy sea. Together, you and your twin flame illuminate the way for others, offering hope, healing, and guidance in a world often filled with darkness. What if your struggles and triumphs are not just for your benefit, but are paving the way for others to find their path? But fulfilling this mission requires intentionality. How do twin flames live out this calling? It starts with surrendering to the divine plan and trusting that God's timing is perfect. It involves continual self-healing, aligning with your higher purpose, and allowing your love to flow outward into the world. Your union is not just a personal journey, it's a divine assignment. Romans 8:28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Your twin flame connection is part of this purpose, designed not only for your growth, but for the transformation of others. As you reflect on your journey, ask yourself, how can my connection with my twin flame serve a higher purpose? What steps can I take to ensure that our union becomes a force for good in the world? Remember, the twin flame mission is not just about what you gain, but about what you give. Will you rise to the challenge and embrace this calling? The world is waiting for the light only you and your twin flame can bring. First, it's essential to recognize that every twin flame mission is unique. Each connection carries its own divine blueprint, intricately designed to fulfill a specific purpose. For some, the mission may be subtle, yet profoundly impactful, to raise the vibration of the planet through their love and presence. Simply existing in a high vibrational union can shift the energetic grid of the earth. Their love becomes a living template, a demonstration of unconditional love and divine partnership, inspiring others to awaken to their own potential. Imagine how such a union, radiating pure light, could silently influence the hearts and minds of countless others, urging them toward healing and spiritual growth. For others, the mission may take a more active form. These twin flames might feel called to work together on shared projects or causes that bring healing, enlightenment, or transformation to the world. Whether it's through teaching, creating, leading, or healing, their combined energy becomes a powerful catalyst for change. Have you noticed how some partnerships seem to achieve more together than they ever could apart? This is the beauty of the twin flame union. It multiplies their impact exponentially. Their shared purpose becomes a beacon, not only guiding those they directly touch, but creating ripples that extend far beyond. Now consider this. What if your connection with your twin flame wasn't just about personal love or growth? What if every struggle you've endured, every triumph you've celebrated, And every lesson you have learned were all part of a larger, divine plan to help heal the world. Could it be that your relationship is meant to serve as a model of what love, unity, and higher consciousness look like in action? The Bible echoes this idea in Matthew 5:16, urging us, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Your union is not just a blessing for you. It is a call to glorify God through your impact on others. This realization brings us to the core of the Twin Flame mission. It is not simply about personal joy or fulfillment. It is about contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. As chosen ones, you and your twin flame have been entrusted with a sacred responsibility. Together, you are called to help usher in a new age of consciousness, one rooted in love, unity, and divine purpose. Have you ever considered that your union could be part of a spiritual revolution, one that is reshaping the world? The Bible offers another powerful reminder of this divine calling in Romans 12:2. "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." As twin flames, you are not meant to conform to conventional ideas of love or relationships. Your connection exists to challenge and elevate these norms, to serve as a lighthouse guiding others toward higher consciousness. So, what does this mission look like for you? Perhaps it involves healing and uplifting others through your work. Maybe it's about inspiring those around you through your example of unconditional love. Or perhaps your presence alone, vibrating at a higher frequency, is enough to shift the energies of those you encounter. The possibilities are endless, but the essence remains the same. Your mission is to lead, to heal, and to elevate. What if every moment of your twin flame journey, every hardship and every joy, was preparing you for this mission? What if you and your twin flame were chosen not just to love each other, but to co-create a new reality for the world? As you ponder these questions, remember, the power of your union lies not in what you take from the world, but in what you give back. Are you ready to embrace this divine calling, to let your love become a force that uplifts and transforms the planet? The time is now, and the world is waiting for your light. But here's the thing. This mission requires both of you to be fully aligned with your higher selves. You cannot fulfill this mission if you're still caught up in ego, fear, or attachment. That's why the twin flame journey is so intense. It's preparing you for something greater. It's forcing you to let go of anything that is not in alignment with your highest good. It's pushing you to evolve into the best version of yourself so that you can step into your mission fully and powerfully. So how do you and your twin flame step into this mission? First, it requires deep inner work on both sides. Both of you must be committed to your own healing and growth. You must be willing to face your shadows, heal your wounds, and step into your spiritual power. This is not a journey for the faint of heart. It requires courage, dedication, and a willingness to surrender to the divine plan. Once you both have done the inner work, the next step is to listen to your intuition. The universe will guide you toward your mission if you are open and receptive. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the inner nudges that point you in the direction of your calling. You may find that you are drawn to certain causes or that opportunities for service begin to appear in your life. Trust that the universe is guiding you toward your mission and be willing to take inspired action when the time comes. Finally, remember that your mission may not always be clear at first. It may evolve over time as you and your twin flame continue to grow and align with your higher selves. Be patient with the process and trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. The most important thing is to stay connected to your inner guidance and to each other, knowing that your union is part of a much larger plan. So let me ask you, Are you ready to embrace the true purpose of your twin flame connection? Are you willing to step into your mission and use your love, your growth, your union to help heal the world? Because if you are, you're not just a chosen one, you are a chosen pair. And together, you have the power to transform not only your own lives, but the lives of countless others. This is the true gift of the twin flame journey, and it is the ultimate expression of divine love in action. As you reflect on the unique journey of discovering your twin flame, remember that this is not just about physical appearance, but a profound spiritual connection orchestrated by God. Your twin flame is a mirror of your soul, designed to help you grow, heal, and fulfill your divine purpose. Trust in God's timing and continue to walk in faith, knowing that His plans are always perfect. If this message resonated with you, please consider supporting our channel through Super Thanks. Your generosity helps us continue to spread these powerful messages. Even if you cannot donate, we deeply appreciate your presence and prayers. You are a blessing to this community. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might need encouragement, and subscribe to the channel for more uplifting content. We also love hearing from you, so let us know your thoughts in the comments below. May God bless you abundantly and guide you in your journey toward love, purpose, and divine alignment. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are never alone. Stay blessed.